So, Renee M. All I have to say about Renee M is fuck Renee M. You lying, fucking deceiving piece of shit. You're scam artist. You deceive stupid, dumbass religious people to buying your shit. You're garbage, Renee M. You're a piece of trash. You're a dumb bitch. And I have no sympathy for people like you. And her channel is run by some other dumb fuck. I forget who it is. I think it's her sister or some shit. Yeah, fuck that bitch too. So, anyways, let me tell you about Renee M. Well, actually, first, let me tell you about September 23rd and what that all was about. Now, I should have made this video back before September 23rd or a little bit after, but I just didn't get to it, so I just need to get it off my chest right now and get this Renee M bullshit off my chest. So, anyways, September 23rd. Basically, it was something was supposed to happen. Now, I guess these crazy, well, I wouldn't say conspiracy theories, but these people that predict all this shit and predict that something's gonna happen some certain day, I guess their new tactic now is kind of just to change up the dates a little bit because it wasn't specifically, well, September 23rd was the main day, but now they're kind of, adding on to like saying, oh, either September 23rd, September 24th, September 25th, something's going to happen, or September this, September, or the day after, or the day after, or the next weekend. Some bullshit like that. But anyway, September 23rd, let's just say that. It was the main day. So, something was supposed to happen September 23rd. This crazy end time stuff. And I'm going to admit, it actually had me kind of shaken because this wasn't like any other end of the world type stuff. Because the last hype of the end of the world type bullshit was the Mayan prophecies, and that was back in 2012. Now, let me tell you this, back there, or back then, people didn't really, probably didn't even know what the Mayan calendar was, or not, probably didn't even give a shit until the December 21st day started getting closer and closer. And then, the movies and fucking all that stuff. And then people started caring, and then people started getting all hyped up and deceived, basically. But September 23rd, it didn't involve it didn't, it basically, it involved something much more. Uh, Mostly the Bible and Christianity prophecies and all that stuff. And, I actually looked into it, and it was kind of scary because there were some things that were kind of adding up. I'm not going to get into it, but it was pretty well, it was pretty, it shook me a bit. And even people that weren't religious were saying things such as, "Oh, something's going to happen between that time span, between September 23rd and September 28th, because the blood moons follow, and this is the fourth blood moon." And da, 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 da. And even people were even saying Nostradamus or Isaac Newton predicted this, and the Illuminati cards predicted this, if any of you know what that is, and all that stuff. And then, the religious people hopped on and they said, "Oh, the Bible said this, and prophecies are adding up," and da, da, da. So it was much bigger. I think it was much bigger than the 2012 hype because it involved religion, and everybody knows about religion. And so it was more serious, and it actually kind of, like I said, it shook me a bit. But guess what? Here we are. It was all hype, and the religious people, specifically Renee M, took advantage of this and deceived all the people and all that garbage. And so did other fear mongers, but I'll get to fear mongers some other time. But anyways, September 23rd was nothing more than hype, just like all these other end time dates that are predicted. It's all just hype, just to, rattle up the people, scare up the herd and stuff. Well, now Renee M is a piece of trash. Before this September 23rd thing was happening, she started selling I forget what it was. I think it was a book or DVD, whatever, something like that. And it was called The Rapture Puzzle. Now, people were predicting crazy things were going to happen, like, oh, the rapture's going to happen. No, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. Oh, after the blood moons, a big earthquake's going to take place and kill us all, or Jesus is coming back, or UFOs. Well, yeah, that's what people that weren't believing the September 23rd Bible connection, people that like conspiracy theorists were believing that some UFO invasion was going to happen or whatever. Anyways, Renee M, she was selling a book or DVD or whatever, and she was selling it before September 23rd, which is kind of suspicious because aren't we all, or the majority of people, going to be affected by September 23rd? So why would they buy this book anyways, since you're uploading the information on YouTube? But anyways, she was selling shit. She was getting people to follow her. She gained a lot of subscribers after this, and there's a lot of stupid religious people on her comment section that are like, "Oh, thank you for warning me, sister. Thank you for warning me, brother." Being stupid, actually believing her, and people were actually buying that shit. People were buying this dumb book that she made, and this dumb book, I took a look at it, and it has reviews on the cover, like I'm kind of starting to think all those are fucking made up. It has like, oh, this book is very surprising, and then it says dash some random name that no one even knows about, and it's like, oh, this book is changed my life. That type of shit, fake reviews, kind of. I think they are fake reviews because I never heard of those names, and so she was actually selling this shit, and guess what? September 23rd came by, nothing happened. And I checked her channel and I already expected what I was expecting. She deleted, or she didn't delete her videos. She deleted her ratings or likes and dislikes. She took those off. She disabled that. She disabled the comments. And I think she deleted some videos. And it wasn't just her. It was a whole bunch of other YouTube fear porn mongers that were also uploading about September 23rd, but they didn't really have, or they weren't as big as Renee M. I know there's some others out there. And remember, there was this one video that some lady predicted something was going to happen September 15th. Nothing happened, and she never uploaded a video since. I'm pretty sure she has now, making some bullshit excuse, but after September 15th, she probably took down the range. Or no, she did disabled likes and comments. And then there were some other videos out there after September 23rd that had their likes and dislikes disabled and comments. But Renee M, yeah, she did this bullshit. And then later, she literally uploaded other videos saying, "Oh, the Lord told me that it was going to happen this day." And now she makes new dates. And she basically said, "Oh, yeah, I was wrong. But guess what? It's still going to happen, people, so don't doubt me." And I recall her saying that the Lord or God or something told her that it was going to happen some other time. And, she was acting, and I forget which video. I don't really care. But I remember she said in the video, she was like, "Oh, hey, guys, it didn't happen. Thank goodness it didn't happen." Basically, she was, trying to act like she didn't care it was going to happen, trying to, include herself with the people, like, "Oh, don't worry, guys, it didn't happen, like, everything's fine, even though I predicted all this shit. I'm sorry, it didn't happen. Just be glad that we're alive. And thanks for the money, basically. Thanks for buying into my bullshit shit, literally." So basically, she just deceived all the people and tried to include herself in the miss, whatchamacallit, I'm trying to find the perfect word. She tried to include herself in like the astonishment, because I'm pretty sure people's reactions were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Nothing happened." And she was probably like, "Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Nothing happened." So she tried to include herself into the crowd when, people are more like, "What the fuck, Ring M? Nothing happened." I don't know if you get that, but hopefully it makes sense. But yeah, anyways, Renee M is a piece of shit. And her other sister, or whoever that is, because there's another person that runs the channel too. She's a piece of shit too. And so now she made up some new dates. She said after September 23rd, she made up like November something. Nothing happened. I haven't checked her channel since. And I'm pretty sure she made up some new garbage date. But yeah, Renee M is a piece of shit. She's a scam artist. So are all these, fear mongers on YouTube, specifically the religious ones. They're all scam artists. They're all fucking fear mongers. And then there's other fear mongers that aren't really, you know, that don't really have nothing to do with religion, but they're still doing fear mongering porn videos, which is basically like, oh, some shit's gonna happen. No, it's all fucking hype. You know, but don't get me wrong. Sometimes there are some pretty interesting, questionable things going on, and all that garbage. But most of the time, it's all just fucking fear mongering. Renee M's a piece of trash. Her channel's a piece of trash. The people that follow her are stupid. And I can't believe that there's still a lot of people subscribed to her. She's got like 70,000 subscribers, I think. I don't know. I don't care. Renina is a piece of garbage. She's trash. Her channel's garbage. And there's also claims that she might be. I haven't dug into this really, but I've heard that she's actually some type of like Satanist, or she's involved into some cult, some garbage like that. If she is, that's pretty ironic. But anyways, fuck Renee M, and the other person that runs the channel with her are pieces of shits, whatever. Fuck Renee M.